Yo, 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 yo. So we just created just a data poll in TradeStation Easy Language. What we're trying to do is just find the premise of, does Apple stock go down on Fridays in the last half hour of the session? So literally very specific. It's very straightforward. It's super easy to code. It's Friday at 14:30, so half an hour left of the session. And does it sell off or not? So we gathered the data. Here's the code. I'll copy and paste in the chat or the comments or whatever. Basically, it's printing it off into a print statement. And I literally, you can't see it, but I copy and paste all this print statement, and I copy it into Excel, and I paste it in my Excel, and then I put my columns up there, and basically I do a couple things. I just say, is it greater than 0? Is the difference between 1430 and 1450 greater than 0 or not? Because I'm testing two spots, 1450 and 1500. This gives me an idea of like, okay, should I hold? If I'm short for this 1430, first of all, should I be short? Is it going to be red? And second of all, how long do I hold it for? And I can give a little bit of an estimate, because if it's 1450 and it's a lot less than 1500 on these red days, you can see that, okay, it gives me an idea, should I hold or not, basically. If the 1500 is still much lower always on these red days, you can see that it's a good idea. So if I go like this is red days. Oh, sorry, ones are red days. Red days. You see this is 1500. You can't see it. 1500. And this is 1450. So this 10 minutes before close, this is at close. On these red days, let's say any of these, 4 cents it moved. But then it moved an additional 14 cents by close. So you want to hold on to that red day. This one you didn't want to hold on to. This one you certainly didn't. Not that much of a difference. This one you certainly should have. I mean, in 10 minutes it dropped another $1.40. That's huge, bro. That's huge. So what are we going to do with this? Well, I summed it up and I gathered some statistics, and statistics are only from numerators and denominators. So all the red days versus all the days in total, of course, and that's 19 of 30. So you got a 60% chance of having a red close. Okay, so that's not 50, that's 60%. That's solid. Also, I divvied it up within, like, what can we expect? Can we expect it to move if it goes down? If it's one of those 60% that goes down, is it going to move down more than 50 cents? Like, I don't know. Is it? So I gathered those stats, and how I did that was just saying, if it goes more than 50 cents, if the close from 1500 to 1430 is more than 50 cents, put a 1 there, and then all the others don't. So 11 of 18 actually went more than 50 cents. So you can see that actually it's more. If you're going to have a red day, you might as well hold on to it. That's the answer. So, and I summed it up in these stats here, this table. What this means is, overall, 19 of 30 were red at 1450. So there's two different things: 1450s, and then 1500. 1450s, we see that 68% of the time, by 1450, you're going to have a close. If it's going to be a red day, it's 63. Sorry, not red day. 63% of the time, it closes red on the last half hour bar. Okay, but if it goes down to 1450, you get out 10 minutes before market close, because you want to get out for some reason. You're short, you want to get out. 68% of the time, it is going to be for less than 50 cents. And then only 30% of the time, it's going to be more than 50 cents. But if you hold on till close, 60% of the time, it will go more. 60% of the time, it'll be greater than 50 cents reward here for the short. And you don't see any difference here. I mean, 3%. There was one sample of 30 of a day that was red by 1450, and it turned around to be green from 1430. Not day, but from 1430, it goes down to 1450, closes 1450 red. It shows red, but then by 1500, it was positive of that 1430 mark. So not often does that happen. So basically, these sell-offs continue selling off. That's what the assumption is. So that's actually pretty interesting. Here, I mean, you see these are like symmetric, you know? That just means that if by 1430 and it's going, if it's going to be a red day, if it's going to be a red candle in the last half hour, there's no point in getting out at 1450, because if you held till 1500, it's clear that 60% of the time it continues lower, you know. I actually want to do that. So let's say if 1450 is red, right? So if it's red by 1450, should I hold or not? So one will be red. It's a red 1450. Now, I just want to do if this 1500 close is less than the 1450 close, then at 1. So basically, we're hunting for ones here. We should see very high 1 rate here. 8 of 19. That is not high. 8 of 19 is 42%. So 42% of the time. Oh, I have it backwards. Oops. Why the fuck does it backwards? I thought I did it right. All right, whatever. It's the opposite. So I thought so. It's odd. 1 minus, what's 19 minus 8? 11 of 8. 11 of 19. So it's the same number. You know, 58% of the time, it's smarter to hold the short into the close all the way to the end of the day, not get out early. Don't get out early. That's the idea. I do. I think it's just one of those trades that you send and you let her run and you trail your stop to break even as soon as you possibly can, and that's it. And you just hold on to it, see how much you get. I don't think it's useful to just, I made mines get out, because I think it keeps running. The data says it keeps running. Most of the time it's more than 50 cents. You know? From 1430 to 1500, that half an hour on Fridays, 6 out of 10 times, it's going to be red. But then 60% of those 6 out of 10 times, 60% of those will go red for more than 50 cents. The other 40% will be less than 50 cents. Yeah. So just basically go for higher, I say. If you're going to get out early, if I'm short by 1430 and you want to get out early, it's just not as worth it. There's only a 60% chance. You still have the same odds of it going down for 1500. There's not much risk of the 1450 close being red in comparison to 1430 than the 1500. So that in those 10 minutes, if it's already red, it's highly unlikely that it will turn the other way anyways. So just trail stop and hold on. That's the point. That's what I see. All right. Peace.
Have to help me through